right, this looks better. Hopefully we will start in just a second. Hello, y'all. Waiting for our guests to come on. Hopefully we can get it started this time. Hey, hey. How's everyone tonight? Waiting for our guest. Seems like it's taking a moment, but okay. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Comment if you can hear me. Okay. Let's see. We were having trouble earlier. Wonder if we're still having trouble now. Let's see. Hey. Thanks, Jenny. Okay. I think we got it. Okay. Just waiting for our guest to come on. Oh, there she is. You can hear
Hello. Yes, can you hear me?
me? Yes, yes. Can everybody hear both of us? Comment if y'all can hear us both so we know.
You can hear? Hold on, I have to mute my computer.
Can everybody hear? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I am Krissy Redding with Toasting Canvases, and we are live with the Small Business Network. Tonight is my first guest, at least for tonight.
Let's
And
go.
yes, ma'am. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for us?
Okay. My name is Mercedes Desire Falcon, for those that don't know me,
Mhm.
aka Ms. I Am Me.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, so I actually have multiple businesses, but in the case of this podcast in this moment, I'm introducing something new to the public, which is a
Okay.
part of my personal brand. is a program called Tap In and Boss Up CEO Frequency. So
Tap in
basically,
and boss up
C-
frequency.
CEO
Okay.
Frequency. Yeah. So
CEO frequency.
I'm basically mixing spirituality with business. You know,
Okay.
sometimes we can't understand what's going on, why our business is not working. We don't realize that it's us. It's that we're not working somewhere inside of us. You know, our mindset, something. So yeah, that's me.
All right. Well, I mean, where are you located? Like, where's your business located out
Miami,
of?
Miami, Florida.
Ooh, Miami, Miami. Okay. So what motivated you to get this going?
Whew. Actually, this has been for a very long time. It was a vision that God gave me when I was about 21. I'm in my 30s. So
Okay.
I've been on this journey for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been on this journey for a long time, but I was given a vision for the people. At that time, you know, I just had my first child,
Mhm.
and it was more like a mall, a mega mall. You know, I talk about it in my, you know, my page from time to time.
Okay.
It was a mall, you know, and it's basically a self-awareness mall, you know, but that ended up turning into like so many things, you know, because the mall itself, it costs a lot of money. So, of course,
Mhm.
that's not the main focus at the beginning, you know, but that's where it all started for me, where I am now. You know, my journey and my relationships played a major role, you know, with people, my personal romantic relationship, you know, my family relationship, my children
Mhm.
relationships, you know, all those things kind of coincide and showed me, you know, how important it is to be tapped in because we don't know we're not tapped in. That's the
Right.
problem. We think, you know, some of it, like me, for a long time, it's like, I don't fear nothing. I don't fear
Mhm.
nothing, you know, like I'm willing to learn, you know, all the things that they tell you that you need to be successful. And I'm over here, okay, like I have all these things. Why these things aren't, you know, why is this not working out for me? Right?
Mhm.
You know,
I
so
just.
in that journey, in that process of me trying to figure it out, is where I discovered what it was, you know, and it was basically getting tapped in, you know, with self. You know, we hear a lot about, oh, it's our mindset. It's our mindset. That's one part of it.
Mhm.
There's another part that we don't know about, that nobody tell us about, you know. And it took me to pay someone, you know, for me to figure it out, you know. And in
Mhm.
that point in my life, I realized, yo, everybody need a mentor. Everybody has a coach. The truth is, from the moment that we was born, we always had a coach. We always had a mentor, either our parents, our teachers, our siblings, our, you know, whoever was in our life
Right.
giving us advice. We always had, you know, but for some reason that don't click to us when we're adults. You know, I need somebody to help me and teach me the right way, you know. So not until I got a mentor, like on a whole nother scale, that for me at that time was like I would never do or pay that much. Okay, like it was like a lot.
It be like that sometimes,
Like
girl.
it was a lot, you know, but it was so worth it. And now it's like, yo, I will pay that so many times now. Like I'm forever gonna have a mentor because it's always levels, it's always higher, it's always more, like, you know. But yeah, that's
Girl.
just me. I feel like I'm
Well,
letting you talk.
hey, that's wonderful. That's actually really, really good to hear. I mean, even if not for just me, somebody out there needs to hear that.
Yeah.
So you've already told us that this started around 21. Like, what is your ultimate goal that you have in mind?
My ultimate goal is to raise the frequency of love to the people because it's all in here. That's where it activates everything else, you know. And
Gotcha.
it took me to get out of my own way to realize that it don't mean because I know all that I know and I'm good at what I do that it should be easy for everyone else. Because that's what the problem I had. It was like, well, if I know this thing and it's so easy to me, I don't understand what the problem is. You know, why it's so difficult. And I had to, you know, to be able to
I
help the
do.
people.
I do. And I've actually, had a chance to, speak with you a lot more earlier this week. And I love what I hear. I love what I hear. So I'm looking forward to, talking to you more and doing more with you. So now, with that being said, why don't you tell all of us about all of your services or some of your services or, whatever you want to share as far as your services? What do you have?
Well, I actually I create pendants. These are, well, I don't have one on right now, but I create pendants that is radiation protection, that protects you from radiation. It's a mixture with stones and metals, and it does work. It's scientifically proven. I've been doing it for 5 years now, and that's actually where a lot of me started within, because I had to listen to vibrations every day. When I'm doing the organites, sometimes in the house, it will be vibration clockwork for 4 or 5 days straight, and that helps us with alignment when we listen to frequencies, so, and then slowly just listening to that alone, like, really raised me and gave me another level of awareness I wasn't even aware that I didn't have.
Hey,
But that's
whatever
one
works.
that's one product that I give, that is iammespirit.com, as far as the website. And throughout every other year before the 5 years, because I've been in business for some time now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a mentor. It took me a while to admit it and say I'm a mentor. I was more of a consultant. I
Mm-hmm.
had a marketing and web design services, web design business. And that turned into, people coming to me. And I was always lowballing myself. We always want to help people. And I would do work
Mm-hmm.
that would normally, somebody would charge them a good $2,000. I'll do it for like 350. But that's lowballing myself.
Yeah, we
you
do it all
know
the time. I
but
know.
so I'm bringing everything that I learned throughout the years and all in one. So this is where I was speaking on tap in and boss up CEO frequency. The boss up CEO frequency is the business side of the program. It's basically an intensive program for 2 months. You can continue on as a monthly fee, but it's for 2 months. It's an intensive program. I call it a challenge because it's a challenge. You have to go within, and that's a challenge for a lot of people.
Right.
You have to go within, and we're going to build the business going within. So you actually start and have, or even if you're already in business, but you're not having any luck or money not coming to you as fast as it is, trust me, it's not that difficult. It's just that you don't know something that I do. That's it. Literally. It's not that I'm lucky, or it's just stuff
Mm-hmm.
that we don't know. Strategies, when it comes to strategies in our business, not the same strategies don't work for every business. That was something I
Correct.
had to learn, because I was always trying all type of stuff. You have to find what works for you, what is at ease for you, what is a part of your own alignment, you know
Right.
but
Right.
yeah, that's just what I do. I am me is IAMMII.
Well, you can drop the link, in the
Yeah, let
comment
me
section
let
whenever you
me
get a
put it up
chance.
here. I'm gonna put, actually, this new link I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop the link in there so they can find you. Because this is some good stuff.
Yeah,
This is some good stuff,
you can book a call, because I don't, it's not a program where it's like, you just go to the page and you sign up. I am very delicate. I want to make sure that I can help you and give you the results you came for. If I speak to you and I know, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, sign up, like, or just put the link and just have everybody, because I'm holding everyone's energy. I'm taking responsibility for your growth. So I can't just bring anybody in, because it affects me too.
Right.
You know?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That is
so
very good. That's awesome to hear.
they have to
So,
schedule a call, and then we
mhm.
get on the phone, and I check your frequency.
Right.
And if we're matched, then we go for it.
Okay. Hey, you never know. We got people watching. I better schedule those calls. Is there anything else you want to share with our, viewers?
Actually, do you guys have questions? I see it's
Yeah.
5 people on the live. What about y'all? Y'all have any
Anybody has
questions for me?
any
Take your
questions?
opportunity.
Please. We'll give y'all a moment to go ahead and, put those questions in.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to drop a link as well. You know, we have a lot of things going on here with the Small Business Network, such as meetings with Miss Mercedes here, like we have going. And you can catch a lot of this on our internet TV. And I'm going to drop the link to that right now into the comment section. All right.
Yeah, I don't see no comments, so I'm
Yeah, I
assuming
was about to say,
nobody said nothing.
that's okay.
Let me see.
I mean, you were pretty thorough. I mean,
Yeah.
this new
I mean, I just
business
be
venture
straight to
you
the point.
have
Okay, I don't
coming
like
in,
wasting people's time.
right? But this
Okay.
new, this new business venture you have in place, I already told you I'm more interested in hearing more about it. So we're going to talk about that later. But yeah, so
Actually,
if
someone actually did ask a question. I don't know if you can see it on your end. I connected
no,
it to my other computer.
go ahead.
Someone said, how do we find your info? I just put the link on there. Let me see what else. What frequency do you be tuned into? How many? Okay, the frequency is normally 528 or 432. That's the one where I sit on the most. And I do my pendants. It's normally on those frequencies.
Okay.
You can look up like binarial beats, binarial frequencies, and you'll find it'll pull up. You know,
Okay.
if you want to get like really like as the time go by, but you can start putting like exactly what you want to accomplish by listening to it. Because I've came across some really good, um, different YouTubers that they have it's really good. And if you want to get specific, you just put like what is your purpose like of that you want to accomplish and listen to. You can put like release limiting belief or release fear, release style.
Mm-hmm.
You look up release style, release fear, whatever frequencies, and it'll start pulling up all the different frequencies that helps you to that. The better you get, because now like I can tell the difference. Like when I'm out, I can tell the frequency outside, like what is it tuned to. So like
Mm-hmm.
when I'm listening to the YouTube, there are some that is not really the frequency that they say it is. But
Mm-hmm.
that's because I've been listening to it for a long time, so I'm attuned to it. So it's easy for me to know when it's out of alignment. So the more you listen to it, the more you'll know, like, okay, this is it. You just gotta trust your intuition. When you listening to it, it can feel uncomfortable, but if you can still like hold on to it, like, okay, well, I can dig this. You can start with like water drops, like or the sound of the outside. Then outside nature, that's a beautiful frequency when it's outside nature. Stuff like that, like you can pull up and listen to, and slowly you start tuning it. Because my daughter, my middle child, she started listening to frequency when she was 8 years old.
Okay.
And when I first started putting the frequencies like in the house, she had ADHD, and I wasn't putting it on like for my kids. It was that I was doing organized. I was doing my pendant, so I had to keep it on, until I finished the process. And she always used to tell me, "Mom, like that gives me a headache. It gives me a headache." But that sometimes is because that's how far away we are from that
Mm-hmm.
frequency. So what I started doing with my children when they go to sleep, I will actually play that frequency for them in their room. So slowly she no longer like was getting headaches. She would tell me like, "Oh, Mom, can you put it on so I can go to sleep?" that's
Hey.
that's what it is now. I don't even do it no more. Like they do it like on their phone or on their computer, whatever. They just put it on and they go and lay down, listening to the frequency, and they go to sleep.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it works
That's some good
really
stuff.
good.
I've never heard of that. I'm just so happy to hear this. Do we have any
Okay,
more
let me
questions that you
see.
see? Because
Oh,
I see
thank you,
nothing on my end.
Dayan. Mr. Carter. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. Okay, he asks, do you only make pendants or do you do bracelets and charms? I do charms. I actually sell also bracelets and stuff that I had made for the movement itself. The movement is the I am me movement, which is the God in me. So the I am me movement, it first came about for the children. I was coaching children, mentoring children. It's already been like 3 years. Teenagers, not little kid, but
Mm-hmm.
teenagers, and that's what led me to create the program that I created now, because mentoring the children. I was able to see that most of the problem came from the parents. So it's so important us as parents to raise our frequency and be at a certain level so we can be able to tend for our children.
Right. Mm,
Ooh.
good stuff, girl. Good stuff.
Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Where we at? Do you do coaching? Yes, I do coaching. I'm not doing one-on-ones right now. The only one-on-ones that I'm doing right now is within the program. If you pay in full, then you got me one-on-one. That's the only way.
There
But
you
I'm not
go.
doing one-on-one right now because I'm focused on the coach on the program to be able to help everyone that I bring in.
Good
Thank you.
questions.
I'll go ahead and post my organize my pendants website so you can go to it.
These are some very, very good questions. Thank you all.
Yeah, I just sent it now, Kendrick. He just asked if I have a link. Yeah, so that's me. That's where I'm at. You know, like I took a break for a whole year
Mhm.
last year, the whole year. I just like, you know what, like, man, I'm so grateful because now it's like, yo, everybody need this. Everyone needs this break. You know, but it's
Sometimes
like,
we do.
when we gonna get this break when you gotta worry about money? You know, like when, you know, and I was just fortunate enough to have enough money and tell myself, you know what, I have enough money that can cover everything for the year. Why not? And I just did it. And I just focus on my children. That's it. Get their vibration high because at some point they're gonna have to leave the children for the movement. You know, and
Mhm.
then for me, it's like what I look like. I'm coming out here to help all these children, and my children ain't even right. No, no, no,
Right.
no, no. Okay, I had to go to the house first.
Right.
I had to
Right.
go to the house. Let me see any more questions. Uh, so, do you think spirituality and individuality cause conflict with self? No. I see, because when we say spirituality, it's like we're kind of creating another another piece, you know. But the truth is, like, either you believe in spirituality or not, you already in the flow. You already in it. They just put a title, a name for it. You know, so you as the individual going into yourself is still the same thing as you being spiritual. If you ask me, right? Because we are one. You're one. So if you're thinking like, oh, I'm not spiritual, I don't believe in this and that, you know, like you're just, in a sense, it's like you're making it harder for yourself. You're having difficulties because it's a
Mhm.
conflict you're having within yourself. When is are you already it? It's hello, you're already
Okay.
it. Okay, let's see. Any more? Okay, I don't see no more.
No more questions?
No,
Oh,
you
y'all
have a
was doing
question
so
for
well.
me, Krissy? Krissy, you have a question?
No, I mean, you and I have spoken a lot this week, and we have a lot more talking to do. You covered what you came on here to cover. We'll get more in depth between you and I later.
Yeah,
Maybe even have you on another podcast.
I'm always willing. Yeah, when you came
Yes.
to me,
Right.
I was like, oh, you know what? Come on, let's do it.
Okay. So no more
Okay, let's.
questions because they were doing so well.
Yeah, I think they're done. There's only two people on here. I'm assuming I already answered what I needed, what you needed, because I didn't see no response, Mr. Carter. So I'm gonna take it as you got it. Yeah, my IG all across the board. For those that don't know me, Mercedes Desire, in every social media platform that you can find. Mercedes Desire. I claim it. That's all me. That's my brand. That's Mercedes Desire. You can find me on Instagram, IG, TikTok, whatever. Mercedes Desire.
Well, when we get off, you can drop all that in the comments section as well. So, hey,
Yeah,
why not? They can find you.
yeah. So you can find, if you go to my page, my profile, it'll show up there, all of my social media. And also at the link that I added for IamMe.vip, it has
Mhm.
my social media links in there too. So you'll
Okay.
be able to find it in there. And if that's all, then I guess we can close it. You have anything you have to
Okay.
say, Krista, before we end this
Well, I
up?
want to thank you. I mean, you gave us some good stuff. Some good stuff, you know. Um, somebody or somebody's needed that, and it
Not a
resonated very
problem.
well. So, but outside of that, you know, anybody who has a business that they would like featured here on the podcast, or you just have something that you want to talk about, you don't even have to have a business, you know, inbox me, let's talk.
Right.
So, but
Yes.
again, thank you so much,
You're
Mercedes,
welcome.
and everybody. Have a good night.
Signing off. As y'all know me, I am me, and I love you extremely. Let's go.
Let's go. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.